Good morning. Paul Case here, Thursday, September 26th. Today's the day we're going to haul our calves to South Coffeyville Stockyards this evening. So I'm trying to get around here and go check my cows. And I wanted to show you this pond. I've got a logger named Rusty that has a tracked skid steer. And I have a toothed bucket for a skid steer that he actually got lined me up to be able to buy, and he had used that track skid steer to build him a little pond. When he built his house, he needed some clay to build a pad up for his house, and so he built him a pond. And then I've had him build me one pond since then, and then he built this yesterday. His deal, he figured out that it works a lot better when the ground's really wet, and boy, it's been really wet. This spot we're actually in here, and you can see the difference in the color of the grass, and it goes right here behind us even a little ways. We weren't even able to bale this spot, and it's in the middle of a hill when we made hay this summer, because it had standing water in the grass still. It was too wet to drive on, and there's always kind of been a wet spot here, so we decided this would be a good spot to build a pond in. And he dug this hole out. I think in the middle it's about 5 foot deep, and he made it nice and flat on the bottom and steep edges getting in there, so I think it'll make a really good pond for cattle water. But I think we probably got between 3 and 4, maybe 5 inches of rain last night. It rained hard and for a long time here. The system that's coming through just kind of trained right here over us, and we were in the reds and yellows on their radar for rain for quite a little bit. And so this pond has already got at least a foot of water in it that he just dug yesterday. So I thought I'd come and show you that. This is actually in the hay field that I'm going to use for calf pasture this next summer. Yeah, we didn't have very good luck baling this field this last year. We actually come in here, picked up the last windrows and put them in bales. Didn't even put string around them because they were the grass in them was too wet to make good hay. I knew they would mold, so we just dumped them out and put them around the edge of the field. Next time we get cattle in here, they'll probably devour them, but I figured it'd just be waste. It wasn't going to be very good anyway. So let's go run through the corral and go down and look at the cows. We're getting all hooked up here. We got I think we got 3 stock trailers hooked up. Haven't seen that Dad's got his yet. I know Dakota don't have his, but I think Dad's got his trailer on already. And so we're gonna probably actually bring some calves here, because it's rained so much it's gonna be hard to get in to at least one place that we've got. That's why I put all that creek gravel in it, trying to get it to solid up some. There's 2 of my cows right there. Daggum. I put a salt block out here just 10 days ago, right here, and it's gone. That one over there is almost gone. That's what they like to do to my feeders. I didn't know how this corral would work out when I first decided to use this between these 2 buildings as a catch bin, because it's so uneven. It is a little bit unhandy to walk in very much, but it works very well to clean calves in, because them sides dry off pretty quick. Them 2 cattle were quite a ways away from everything else. Everything else is way up here. Third day of fall. Right there, huh? Looks like he might be getting all he can eat. Got 2, 3 more of them in here. It looks like that. This fella right here, he is a good-looking steer calf. Down over there, pretty good-looking steer calf. You have figured out when you look at my cattle, it's pretty easy to tell. We try to double tag all of our heifers. Now I've got some heifers in here that are worked that haven't ever been tagged, but these are all going to get weaned here at home. We're gonna do it again the way we did last year. We're going to do what's called fence line weaning, where we actually just get these all up one day and we separate the cows out real easy and we wean a whole bunch of calves just across the fence there in my corral from their mamas. And they do really good doing that. They don't bawl as much. And sometimes I'll even set a bale of hay in there for the cows where they don't have to leave that to get hay. And the pond's not very far away from them to water at. So that really works very well. I've been very, very pleased at how that works. Got to have a stout enough fence that they don't test it too much. Well, they're all here. Pretty good. Doing pretty well. You know, I'm all for having cows that look good, but I want to tell you something about this cow right here. She ain't no beauty queen. She's never going to win a beauty contest. However, her genetics are such that she will raise a romping good calf, and she breeds back. Well, all of my cows breed back because they don't get a second chance around here. If they don't make us a paycheck one year on a calf, well, their fault, my fault, nobody's fault. They go to town because I've learned that usually if you have trouble with one once, she's going to have that trouble again. Just by what I learned in economics class, and the prices have changed a lot on stuff since then, that it costs about $1 a day or more, depending on what your inputs are, to keep a cow for a year. So if that calf ain't making me $400 a year, I ain't making much money. And the last several years it's been pretty good. It stands to be pretty decent this year that these calves are going to bring $650 to $700 when Scott weans his a piece, you know. And so we do pretty good. And we actually, I know we're ahead of the curve on inputs because we do some things like bale our own hay and we use a four-wheeler, not a diesel truck, to check our cows with every day, and our travel distance to where our cattle is at is not a big deal. So, and we do all our own trucking, so I really think we're quite a ways ahead of the curve on what it costs to keep one, but that's kind of how that works. It's still overcast. I think the sky's going to clear off here in a little bit, but there's the remnants of that storm all south of us. But it's just a good morning to be outside. You look down that way past all those trees, you can see my hay field way down there past that fence. I've never even turned the cows in the hay field yet. A lot of times I'll turn them in there right after we cut it off so I can have the extra pasture. Haven't needed it this year. It's been an exceptional grass growing year. This is my pasture where I've had cattle in it all summer. And there are spots where they beat it down real close. But right here, the grass is as tall as the middle of my four-wheeler tire. A lot of that's going to get frost bit and die like that. But there's so much of it that's fescue, there's still going to be a lot of picking. So I'm going to have fall pasture deluxe around here. This is shaping up to be a year when we may not have to feed cows any hay until after Christmas if it don't snow. Well, it's just a good morning to be alive. Thank the Lord He's given me another day to live here. I hope you all have a good day and have a good attitude for the day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.